Hi everyone. I'm just recording a short video for you so that you will have some ideas about why I do not accept late homework and also why I don't want to accept your homework through email. I know that this can seem like a very big deal, but quite frankly, there's just no way around it for me. So since it is kind of a big deal, I thought I would explain to you why. So there are three main categories of reasons that I want your homework to be on time, and also that I want you to submit it through Moodle and not through email. And the first one is fairness to the students. As a student, I understand that your primary concern is with your performance in the class. Just a second. That needs to go the other way. There we go. Is with your performance in the class. But if you think about it from my point of view, right now we have 24 students in this class, and my primary concern is that you all have the same chance of success. Allowing you to submit homework late or to submit it through means other than Moodle means that you don't have a level playing field. So it's not fair to you and it's not fair to the other students. It may be an advantage to you, but that's not my concern. My concern is to make sure that everybody gets the same shake. So that's the first reason why late homework is not acceptable, and to a lesser extent, why I need to have it through Moodle. Now, the second reason that's about Moodle is security. Moodle provides me with a record of actions. So if a student wrote to me and said, well, I really tried to submit my homework and Moodle wouldn't allow me to do that, I have a log of when you've been in and what activities you've participated in, so I can see if a student has done that or not. That helps me make a judgment as to whether accepting homework late or through email is valid. Because if you really try and your internet connection is shaky and something happens, and as you're trying to transmit your assignment, if the internet goes down at that point, I can see that. So that's a different concern to me than if you just didn't get it in on time, which I can also see. The other reason is that only Moodle users are allowed access. So that has a security element to it. Now, I understand it's not totally secure because you can give it would be unfair and it would be cheating, but you could give your Moodle access to another student. However, I'm assuming that there's nobody in the class that falls into that category. And we've already talked about academic dishonesty and trafficking. So, like I said, I'm assuming that that's not the case. But there is an element there that if a student were to have somebody else doing work for them, they can't transmit it through Moodle the way they can through an email. So those are the two main reasons. The other one, which is a personal concern, and this is not your problem, but it can unfortunately have negative impacts on you and your performance in the class. When you email things to me, my inbox is a complete mess. I have thousands, and I do mean that literally. I have thousands of emails. I've had the same email address and the same email program for years and years and years. And I tend to keep things because I use them as records when I write documents uh, about things that have happened, like trying to remember what day something occurred. So I keep my emails for a long, long time. So if you send something to me in my email box, I may or may not find it. And also, aside from my own personal messy issues, there's the issue that a lot of stuff gets spammed on me. We have pretty good security protocol here at the college, and so it's likely that your assignment may never even get to me. So email is just not effective in terms of logistically. The other reason is that Moodle stores everything in one place so I can access it all at the same time. One example of this is I have a student right now who has a legitimate uh, grade change issue. And this morning, as soon as I record this video, I'm going to go into my Moodle, find that assignment, and I believe I will make a grade change in the positive direction for that student. If it were submitted on email, I may or may not be able to find it. So those are some of the concerns that will help you get the grade the best grade that you deserve if you transmit through Moodle. So in terms of my logistics, I have 2 computer screens, so I can put the assignment on one screen and my gradebook on the other, and then I can do it all at once. And so there is very little lost time, and there's no memory lapse. There's no issues of what did that person do? Did he do this? Did she do that? So I know exactly what you did when I grade your homework, and so it's very seamless for me. And that also tends to be a situation where I can give you the best grade possible, reliant on your homework assignment, not on my memory of your homework assignment. And the other reason is we kind of have to stay on task to complete this course. ES 2330 in a regular semester is a very difficult course, but doing it in 6 weeks like we are this summer, it is a real push, and we all need to stay on task to finish on time. So that's why I grade all of your assignments at one time. So for example, today is Friday morning. Your assignment, third homework assignment, was due last night, Thursday night at 11:55. So I came to my office this morning so that I can sit down and grade those assignments all at one time. That will prevent us from having a backlog or ungraded things going into the midterm, so that you'll know exactly where you stand all the time. So those are the reasons that we need to follow this procedure. Now, the next thing, just so that you know, if you do have computer problems, there are 2 phone numbers that you can call. Northwest College Computer Services is at 307-754-6080. And NWC Instructional Technology is 307-754-6090. The hours of operation during the summer are Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5, and on Friday from 8 to noon, and those are Mountain Daylight Time. Now, those are big windows. I understand that if you're in a very different time zone, that can be a problem, but it's something that you can use as a resource. There are other resources that you can use if you are elsewhere, but these are resources that are free to you. Now, when we have our exam, which the first exam will be June 26th, that will be our midterm, and then the final exam will be July 19th. There's absolutely no leeway on that 24-hour window where your exam will be available to your proctor, and then your proctor will give you a 2-hour window to complete the exam. The reason it's a 24-hour window is so that you are able to do it regardless of whatever time zone you're in. But the reason it's only 24 hours is because of security. I really can't give the exam early or late because it's not fair to the other students. And also, once again, I want to grade them all at the same time. So if you're late with an exam, which I can't allow, but if I did allow it, it would mean that I couldn't really grade everybody's stuff until your stuff was in. And that's not fair to your classmates. Or if you're the one who's doing the work on time, it's not fair to you that you have to wait on somebody else. So those are the parameters of the class. I know it's really difficult, and I have great sympathy for what we're trying to accomplish this summer, but you should all be successful with the windows of time that are given to you, and you do have resources if things aren't going the way that you want them to. So from now on, homework on time, homework through Moodle, exam within the 24-hour window, and I do have to, at this point, I will accept the exams emailed from your proctor, not from your email account, but from your proctor's email account, or you can log into Moodle and your proctor can submit the assignment through your Moodle account. You'll have both of those options, but for homework, Moodle only. All right, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.